perhaps we don't think of the consequences of a cost of living crisis on our four-legged friends, but of course they also suffer in all of this.
They do, they definitely do. And we first started seeing this back in 2020 during COVID, when myself and my colleagues were knocking on doors and trying to assist and support people as much as possible. But we were coming across more and more struggling pet owners who were having to make those really difficult decisions, like when we're going to have to rehome the pets. And really sadly, we were coming across lots and lots of people that were choosing to feed them pets over themselves. And we knew we had to do more. And that's why we developed this initiative.
Yeah. And then how widespread, we all are so aware of the food bank schemes for humans and whatever, but just how serious is this? How expensive can a pet be? And what are the consequences, I suppose, Alison, for people who feel they don't want to spend the money or they can't spend the money on pet food?
I think this is definitely a widespread problem, and it is affecting many, many people. There has been a pet boost over the last 2 years. There's many more pets in people's houses, and people just weren't expecting this to happen to them. People are losing jobs where they just hadn't foreseen it. And, as you were talking before about socialisation, pets really support pet owners. Being without them, many people just couldn't face that. They're the only support, the only thing that they have to keep them company. So it's really important, not just for the well-being of the animal, but for the well-being of the owners, that we do everything we can to keep them together. The way we do that is by working with the food banks, because what is really important to get across is that food banks offer amazing, vital wraparound support to help people get back on their feet. So what we do, and many animal charities are doing at the moment, is we provide that animal welfare wraparound support, that pet food provision, looking at all those extra costs, flea treatment to prevent your dogs getting serious skin problems in the future, vaccines. All of that keeps the cost down by preventing things from deteriorating and getting worse.
Right, so Alison, I don't have any pets at the moment, so correct me if I'm wrong, but am I right in thinking that a bit like with humans, we have a tendency perhaps to overfeed our pets in terms of, as a sort of sign of love, we think, oh, I love my dog so much, I'd give them a bit too much. We actually probably could save a bit of money if we didn't waste so much food on perhaps overfeeding them.
We could. It's very important that pet owners do look at the packaging of the diet that they can provide to their animals. Make sure they're feeding them the right amount. Lots of people can overdo it on treats and giving animals human food. And there's lots of human foods that aren't good for our animals. And actually, the long-term cost savings of having a really healthy pet, getting that pet out exercising, that gets us out socialising. Doing that should prevent those extra vet bills coming in as well when it's affecting their health.
Well, good luck to you, Alison, and all that you're trying to do. Alison's from the RSPCA, their pet food bank coordinator. She is talking to us from Lancashire today. Really appreciate it, Alison. Thank you very much indeed.